In this section of the DVD, I would like to deal with various flam rudiments. And I'm just going to start off by playing some flams for you, and then I'll explain how a flam is constructed. So here we go. On the snare drum. What's really important to note at this point is that when you're playing the flam, we mustn't choke the stick in any way. And that brings me to the next point of explanation, how to construct a flam. A flam is essentially two notes played very, very close together. And we have a grace note and a main note. The grace note is played at about 1/2 inch or 1 centimetre above the pad or playing surface, so about there. The main note is played at any height above that from the playing surface. And what you do is you bring the sticks down almost at the same time, and you get this slight delay between the two notes. Let me just do that again for you. Now, when the stick that has played the main note is at the conclusion of the stroke, the other hand comes up to make a flam starting with the opposite hand. So we get this. When the flam is finished, the other hand comes up. So this is the motion we're looking for. Okay, a little bit faster. I referred earlier to not choking the sticks, and this is really where control and technique comes in. There's a danger of playing flams like this. Almost both hands at the same time. We've got to make sure at this point that we're bringing the hands down and they're playing separately. There we go. So can we hear the little note there and the big note? Okay. Let's do it starting with the left hand being the large note in the flam. On the snare drum. When you're practicing your flams, I just want to make the point, as I already have done, not to choke the stick. Get a nice height difference between the main note and the grace note. Also, something that might help you when you're thinking about flams is the word flam sounds exactly as the way in which the rudiment is played. Flam, flam, flam. So let's just play a few of those again. Flam, 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 flam. The next rudiment in the flam rudiments is the flam tap. And that's a flam with another note played after it. So like this, flam tap, flam tap. If you take the grace note away, it's just a double stroke. Let's play it hand to hand. And now a few bars of flam taps. Increasing in tempo. On the snare drum, exactly the same thing. The next flam rudiment is a flam accent, and that's essentially a triplet with a flam at the beginning. So we've got this. This would be a triplet. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Groups of 3 played hand to hand, triplets. Put a flam on the beginning of that. Flam left, right, flam right, left, flam left, right, flam right, left, flam left, right, flam right, left, left, right, flam right, left. Onto the snare drum. Again, really controlling the flams and making sure we don't flatten the sound of the flam out, and making sure we don't flatten the grace note and the main note. The next rudiment is a Swiss Army triplet. And the sticking for this is a flam tap and then a left at the end. So flam, right, left, or flam, tap, left. Flam, right, left, flam, right, left. Starting with the other hand. Flam, tap, right. On the snare drum. Left hand. The next rudiment is a flam drag. As you probably gathered by now, some of these rudiments are named because of the way in which they sound or the way in which they played, and you know, more importantly, the way in which they're constructed. So this is a flam and a drag. The flam and a drag. Okay, so then we swap hands. On the drum. Okay, the next rudiment is an inverted flam tap. So instead of playing flam right, we now play flam left, and then the main note of the flam starts with that hand. So flam left, flam right. Next rudiment is a flam paradiddle. We know what a paradiddle is. Right, left, right, left, left. Place a flam at the beginning of each of those sequences. Flam, left, right, flam, right, left. Onto the snare drum. Again, I keep making this point, but it's a very, very important one. The response at the snare drum head is very different to the response of the pad. So always be mindful of the control element that's required. Okay, the flam paradiddle. The next rudiment is called a milled stroke. And what we're doing is we're playing a flam tap and then a right left, and then a flam tap and a left right. So like this. Flam, right, flam, left, right, left. Onto the drum. The next rudiment is the flam paradiddle diddle. Flam, left, right, left. But this is where it's slightly different. We then play the flam starting with the left hand. Flam, right, left, right. So a lot of care is needed here for control. Okay, so flam, left, right, left. Flam, right, left, right. To the snare drum. Okay, and the final flam rudiment is called a patter fla fla. I'm going to break this down a little bit for you. The sticking is this, and we use an accent pattern for this. We're accenting the first and the fourth of a group of 16th notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so quite simply, the patter fla fla is made up by playing flams where the accents would be. So onto the snare drum. And those are flam rudiments.